Hello, my friend, and welcome. I'm so glad to see you here today. I just purchased the two new kits that arrived today, and I wanted to give you a sneak peek at both of them. So the first one says, Welcome to the Sims 4 Castle Estate Kit. Build something grand. Get inspired by the majesty of castles and build using Gothic arches, stackable ornate windows, grand staircases, gorgeous stonework, and a large portcullis gate. It's all about the gravitas. Gotta love a classic. Parapets, stained glass windows, arrow slits, and even a gargoyle are among the classical details that will make your manor magnificent. And welcome to the Sims 4 Goth Galore kit. Dark and distinct. Variety isn't always about color. Sometimes it's about textures and embellishments. Add points of interest with mesh, belts, buckles, straps, and harnesses. Goth on the go. Your Sims will flirt with their dark side in platform shoes and sleek silhouettes that are perfect for everyday wear, parties, or any occasion where they want to stand out. Alright, so Naya has gone goth in the most hot topic generic way possible. Just as a heads up, the hat is not part of this kit. It is by Candy Sims if you're interested. I will say, based on what I've seen, you could probably find better goth type items for free through various custom content creators, but we will still take a look at everything that there is to offer. I do actually like this top. It's pretty cool. I like the textures in it. I like that there's also a pastel option. Very cool. I don't think it really reminds me of anything we've seen. This, however, does kind of remind me of another outfit, or it feels like a piece of an outfit from somewhere else, but I'm not 100% on that. But I like some of the textures. I like that we have the pink option as well for your more pastel goths. And yeah, it's not horrible. It's not the best. Again, feels a lot of it feels pretty recycled, but I am liking some of the graphics and the designs, and I do like that they included the pastels. All right, this one does remind me of a top, but the cut here is a little different, and I think sleeves were added. It does feel a bit recycled. Yeah. I still like it though. I think these kind of things are, oh, I like the hood. These things are especially useful, I think, for those who do not have the option or would rather not use custom content. It's nice to have a little variety, even if the pieces are a bit of a recycled mesh. It's still nice to have options. Okay, I think I'm going to keep it here. We'll just go there. All right, then taking a look at the bottoms, we have the shorts offered in the same color palette. Oh, I like that with the little spider webs there. Some of these I feel like they could possibly be used outside of a goth look, which is nice. A little extra variety. A little something, to jazz up your existing outfits as well. I like the detail of the buckle there. I am a little disappointed that it's not standing out just a little bit more. We had been seeing a lot more 3D type effects, and I would have liked to have seen it, but I will admit that from the front, it at least looks it. I just wish we got that from the side. And again, with the pastel, I think this one was my favorite of the bunch. I do like that some of them have some rips and some are clean. And then we have the skirt with the pleats, very cute. I think this one actually could be pretty usable outside of the goth look. So I like that. And I like that little bit of pattern on them. And again, with the pastel. And then a nice pair of longer shorts. And I'm betting that we probably have these exact shorts and pants in the masculine frame. Just a hunch. Then we have two shoes, a shorter boot and a taller boot. And oh, I like that. The little touch of color there. I like the color palette. I do wish there might have been just a little bit more. The taller boots come in the same colors, which is nice. And we got two full body outfits as well. Okay, this is really cute. I really like that. And it's in the same color palette once again. I'm not as thrilled with the pastel in that one. I like that with a little bit of detail there, but I think the pure black, definitely my favorite of the bunch there. And this is giving me Matrix vibes more than Goth. I mean, I guess some might consider Matrix kind of a Goth look, but it's to me more of a futuristic look. But I do like it. And then we have a couple of accessories. I'm actually going to switch her back to outfit where we can make or see this better. We have the gloves, which come in a variety of colors as well. Primarily the accessory parts are changing, like the buckles and everything. And then we also have a bracelet, very kind of basic bracelet. I do like, again, that they have this option, but I wish that it was a little more obvious, or that we maybe had one that was showing a little more variation there. As far as makeup, she is wearing the one eye makeup that we got. I think it looks okay, but it is very much like what we get from Maxis. It's not the greatest. It's serviceable. The lipstick looking a little bit, um, I would say, like, rough around the edges. It's not as noticeable in the pink because I think it blends into her skin tone a bit, but I can definitely see just it looks pixelated around the lips. I'm not thrilled with that. And then I guess this does qualify as an eye makeup as well, but it's actually separate from the actual eye makeup. Yeah, it's okay. I understand it. I get it. Like it completes the look, but I'm not super impressed with how it looks. I am disappointed that there were no new hairs with this, and no new hats, and very limited accessories. We do have an earring, and it's different on each side, and it comes in a variety of colors as well, basically to match what we see as the metallic pieces on all of the accessories and the clothing. And then we have a necklace, which does lay nicely over all of the various shirts. So that is nice that you can wear that in addition. You can have it contrast or kind of blend right in. And again, with the multicolored metal look. So again, the pieces are fine, not great. So I'm going to switch over to masculine, and we see that we basically have the same thing here. The shirts, yeah, I don't see anything new here. The bottoms, oops, would help if I actually switch over to masculine on everything. Okay, so yeah, basically the same pants. And we did gain two different shirts here. We have, whoops, we have this shirt, which pretty similar in style to the feminine version, and all of the same colors. And then we have kind of a vest. I do like the kind of 3D ruffled up effect here. The ripped bit looks nice. I would say, yeah, it's about what I expected. And as far as shoes, it's the exact same shoes and the exact same accessories. So overall, is it worth $5? I personally don't have that much of an issue with the price of kits. I think it's relatively in line with what they're charging for other things. Honestly, I think most things are we're overpaying for them these days. And for me, $5 not that big of a deal. This is something that I've mentioned before. I use sites like Swagbucks or apps like Mistplay or various ones where you make money for playing games or you make money for submitting receipts. So $5 is about a week's work for me in just like that fun money kind of thing. So I don't think it's that bad. Is it something I'm going to use a lot? Probably not. This is probably one of the kits that I will use only for specific sims now and then, but I still think I will get my money's worth out of it. But I would say definitely consider how much you personally will make use of these styles. I would say probably one of my least favorite of the kits. I think it was probably one that was most anticipated, and I think it fell a bit short. And here we are with the castle kit. This is kind of just a quickly built little castle to try to showcase what we got in the pack. There is one wallpaper with a pretty decent variety of color options. We have both a clean and a dirty version, and it's actually two dirty versions because you have one that's very dirty and one where the top is dirty and then one that's clean. We also have one that has the green in it. Let's try to get in a little closer so we can see this better. This actually I think is my personal favorite. I like that bit of greenery in there. It just kind of adds a little something. Unfortunately, it seems to be the only. Oh, actually there is, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on any of the other swatches. So I do love the way this brick looks. All of the swatches, I like just, it looks like actual castle brick, and I could definitely see myself using this beyond just the castles, but I am a little disappointed that this green doesn't come in every swatch. We received two fences. We have the one that I used here, and it comes in a variety of swatches. Again, both a clean and a dirty swatch in every one of them, which is very nice, and it's nice to see both a solid white swatch and a white swatch with dirt, but also we got a black swatch. Now, the black swatch and this gray swatch do not have dirt. Well, it's more of a white, but I think that actually is fine. We also have the battlement fence, which I've placed up here. And again, you will see the same colors basically that we have for our wallpaper and everything else, both the clean and the dirty swatch, so you can definitely create like a nice, crisp, clean looking castle, or you can give it more of a, it's been around for a while kind of castle. And I do love that this one also has the green swatch there. So, yeah, I personally love that part. Around back here, I have the new steps. And again, in the colors that we have come to expect from the rest of the kit here, and both clean and dirty swatches of each one so that you have kind of that full matching look all around. Whoops. And it also comes with matching railing. So we have the clean and the dirty swatch of every one of them, and then our white and our black. There are no new gates with this, but we do have new columns. I had not placed them, but I can show you right now. I love the detail on the tops of these columns. Definitely like something I could use outside of a castle build. And then we have a spandrel. Again, comes in both clean and dirty versions for each of them, and the black and the white. And we even get the green one in this one. And then taking a look at the doors, we have the most majestic door. This one is for the highest wall height, and it comes in all of the same colors that we are beginning to see, and lots of dirty swatches, lots of grime. I like how actually the main door pretty much stays the same through most of the swatches. I feel like that's fairly realistic for castles because they did tend to all have the large doors like that. So on the side is the small version of the door, and it comes in the same color swatches, some dirty, some clean. I do wish all of them came in both a clean and a dirty swatch like all of the other things, but alas, we did not get that. I do like the little bit of detail, almost looking like a triquetra in these. Really fun detail. It's one of my personal favorite symbols, so I think that's cool to see. But it also kind of has a rose-like look to it, so I think it could be interpreted multiple ways depending on how you use it. And here is the mid-size door. And again, all of the same colors. And then we have the large arch here, which comes in a variety of colors as well. And here we kind of get the clean and the dirt swatch. So yeah, I'm a little confused as to why we didn't get that for everything. Then looking at the windows, we have this large one with the kind of leaded glass, and we have clean and dirty swatches once again. And then here we have some with the actual stained glass in them. And over here, it's a smaller version with the same color options. And again, we do have that black and that white and that kind of like rose-like pattern and a triple pattern. On the side, I've kind of showcased the two heights of windows that we have of the plain rectangular ones, and they come in the same color palette. So it's fairly, just a standard all around, and we have that stained glass once again, and then the taller one has the same kind of look. And on the front, what I did was kind of place two of them together, but you can also stack them to get a larger window effect. And then these kind of shaped windows, these are actually two different windows, and I just kind of placed them together. And once again, they come in the same color palette and the same stained glass. And then you have these smaller ones, which the stained glass is not as obvious on these, but it is nice to have that little tiny window option for, just making everything look complete. And we also got a new foundation. And, I'm going to say I love this because I love that we have that green swatch. But basically, it comes in all the colors, both clean and dirty, that match the walls and the various assets in the pack. And then you may have noticed it already, but we got two trims. There is this trim, the frieze, that I have placed around the outside here on the top. And then we have the exterior trim placed in the middle here. And there is some nice detail on both of these. And again, that whole triple pattern, there's some llamas in things. There's a lot of cute little details when you look closely at everything. So I've been pretty impressed with that. And then finally is the floor. It comes in a variety of colors once again, pretty similar to the ones that we got with the walls. I love the texture on the dirty ones. It's like a nice deep looking texture. And I really appreciate seeing so much texture in things. I, again, really like this with the green growing through the stones. This one I could definitely see being very usable for garden paths and other type things outside of just building your castles. Overall, I'm really happy with this kit. Could there be more? Yes. Are there people who have been disappointed because it doesn't have any buy items as well? Yes, but we were told that it would be a build kit. So I personally kind of reined in my expectations, and this is actually more than I would have figured we were getting, to be honest. I'm actually impressed with the number of windows that we got. I like how easily that they can be combined to make different looks. I might have enjoyed getting a few more door options. Something for the interior would have been nice. I feel like there's not really one that's going to work very well for the inside. And I again would have liked to have seen those like dirty and clean swatches all across the board on everything, and it seemed like they kind of held back on the doors. I'm glad to see a foundation. I really wish we'd get more foundations. I feel like that's someplace that we are missing out. I really like the wall trims that we got. And, overall, very happy with this. Definitely something I will use. I don't know that I'm going to be building a ton of castles, but there are pieces here that I think will look nice outside of castles as well, especially these basic windows. You know, kind of fancier homes, it may not look all that out of place to have some leaded glass. I don't know that the doors are going to be something I use a ton, but as I said, definitely this floor is something that will probably be my most used from this kit. And that is all I have for you today. I hope you had a good time and that you got a really good look at what the kits offer. Consider liking, subscribing, or sharing with a friend. I'd love to hear your thoughts on both of these kits. Are you going to buy them? Have you already bought them? And, if you haven't, why not? What's your opinions? Let me know. Have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you again real soon.